Hello, everybody, and good evening from Heraklion, Greece. Good late afternoon. In fact, it's Serbia taking on France in the quarterfinals of the FIBA U20 European Championship. Well, already today, Israel and Belgium winning their quarterfinals. Turkey and Greece will be tipping off after this one. Belgium, of course, coming back from 17 points down at halftime to stun Lithuania. What have we got in store now between these two great basketball countries that are going to trade blows? Well, France have been far and away, I think, the most explosive, the most dominant team. Certainly the statistics bear that out to be true. They score more points than any other team in this competition, right around 90 points a game. And they are big, tall, long, athletic. And they will be going up against the proud Serbia basketball nation, the national team of Serbia. Obviously, at the under-20 level, everybody has high expectations for them to perform today and to get into the medal round.
European Championship 2023. Next quarterfinal, Serbia.
But it's going to be a big ask. They have to go up against a very good France team, Serbia. And France, you look back and you see at what they've been able to do, just rolling to an 89-55 win over France on opening day. France beat Iceland 110-45. That is not a mistake, folks. That was 110-45. And then they whipped Slovenia 81-61. And then they beat Germany 80-63. In fact, it was in the other order. Sorry, it started off with a win over Germany, then they whipped Slovenia, they beat Iceland, and then beat Poland in that round of 16 game. And for Serbia, they started off with a win over Estonia, but then slumped to a 22-point defeat to Spain, only to then bounce back and win over Montenegro, and of course win yesterday's thriller against Italy, 75-72. So two teams that would appear there would appear to be a gulf in class, but you have to ask yourselves the question, who has played the tougher schedule to date? And you could make the case that Serbia has had the tougher schedule, but we will see. I still think that France probably prohibitive favorites coming into this, but it all comes down to mental fortitude, focus, concentration, the game plan, and we shall see. So we're going to have a pause for the playing now of the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthems if you can. The national anthem of France.
So lots of excitement here in Heraklion, Crete, the Under-20 European Championship. And these two great basketball nations getting ready to trade blows, France and Serbia, here in the quarterfinals. Referees for today's game: Martins Kozlovskis from Latvia in the middle, the crew chief. Gintaras Vitkauskas from Lithuania, and Domin Krajnic from Slovenia. Kamardin, Bal, Larey, Traore, Renault in the starting five. Dufiel, De Souza, Doumbia, Mianande on down, all coming off the bench. And for Serbia, Stefanovic, Saranovic, who's an outstanding, Madic, Brankovic, and Petrovic. A lot of good players coming off the bench as well for Coach Chanak. Well, it's great if you go unbeaten to this point in the competition, which France have done, and they've done so convincingly. But for Coach Guillaume, it's not going to mean much if they lose in this quarterfinal. He knows it. Everybody knows it. You haven't won anything yet, so France have to go out and prove it once again here in crunch time. And whenever you face a Serbia team, you know they've got a chance. Nenad Chanak, the coach, he understands the game. This Serbian coaching tradition, clearly elite. You could argue there's none better. But even so, some really good coaches in France as well. And those two guys now are going to match wits just like the players on the court. So the winner of this game will play the winner of the next game between Turkey and Greece in the semifinals. And, well, if it ends up being Greece, you can expect Heraklion to be packed, to be rocking. Have some fans come in from the other Greek islands, perhaps from the mainland, to support the Greek national team. Whenever they play here in Heraklion, they usually do get really good support. Earlier today, we watched Israel tip things off, getting a win over Germany in the first quarterfinal. Pretty convincing. Israel having knocked out Spain in an upset yesterday, followed it up with an 11-point win today. And Belgium just had a remarkable second half, coming back from 17 points down at halftime to stun Lithuania. So it'll be Belgium and Israel in one semifinal. And now we're going to see the four teams that are contesting, trying to get into that the other semifinal. Scan in the barcode to get live stats and more. Go to hashtag FIBA U20 Europe, FIBA Under-20 Europe, to tweet yourself away. Also at NextGen Hoops. It's all happening here in Heraklion. The eyes of the basketball world, certainly in Europe, are on this game and all the other quarterfinals today. Hello, everybody. We're underway, and France off and running and flying, winning the opening tip, wearing the French blue, les bleus, and scoring on the fast break right at the beginning of the game for the quick 2-0 lead. Here against Serbia in the white. Serbia tried to get back with the 3. Traore with the rebound, and promising start for Le Bleu. Now a chance to run for Serbia. Look at the passing. Well, almost had a chance there, but Matic couldn't quite bring it in. It was Ball that made that first basket. The alley-oop. And the players just come out of the woodwork in both of these countries. It's really a testament to the love of the game in both places. I mean, clearly over the years, Serbia, especially as the part of former Yugoslavia, have had more success in terms of the big events, the World Cups at senior level, but the French team's always competitive. In fact, they finished third at the last 2 FIBA Basketball World Cups, and their youth teams are outstanding, and here they are again. And it's Ball who's started like a house on fire. He scored all 5 points. Luray whistled for the foul up high. I mean, Ball comes in averaging 10.8 points per game, but he's already scored 5, so you'd imagine he's got a pretty good chance of surpassing his average today. He did have 19 points against Iceland in the group. That's been his best game to date. And the 3-point shot is good. So the first bucket for Serbia is a 3. Stefanovic. Luray lets his attempt go off the back of the iron. Renault. Well, you can't switch off in this game. You're going to miss something special. And no time, and Serbia go to the other way, and they tie it up. Zranovic. As expected. No, sorry, that was Brankovic. Getting his first 2. And now Serbia with a chance to take the lead. Renault boxed out there. Good job by Brankovic, using his body to good effect. Now Serbia. I don't know that they want to run, but they will run when they have the chance. But they've got to execute in the half court. Shot clock down to 4. 3-point shot. Count it! And just like that, 8 unanswered points for Serbia. That'll give them a jolt of confidence against this powerful French team. Renault from deep, and he ties it up. Now doing a yeoman's work. Renaud, though, plays good defense, gets the block. France try to beat the Serbians down the floor, which they do, but they fail to score. And Lorey says, hey, let's just calm down a little bit. Let's don't get too excited. Wasn't a bad pass to Traore, just didn't bring it in. Good defense, really. Serbia feeling the presence of Le Bleus. Look at the quick pass to Lorey. He gets into transition, and again, and you could see every trip down the floor, they want to run. And they are like a bullet out of a gun. Probably the fastest team that gets into that fast break, that transition offense. It's like having 5 Leandro Barbosas out there. I mean, they are quick. There's Kamadin into Renaud. Spins, puts it up. Pretty tough shot. Good defense. Offered by Serbia there. Probing. You're going to leave me open? I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it a wide open look for Petrovic. So he's got 5 points. Camardini from the right corner. It's good. And France go back in front. These players are tantalizing, these French. And there's Renaud with the rebound. Lorey quickly avoids the foul and then got deep and then turned it over. Petrovic drives, scores! Catches the pass and knows what to do with it. As Serbia go back in front. Now the pass, look at him sharing the basketball. Lorey misses the layup. That was beautiful basketball, but the finish wasn't there. Ooh. And Lorey told to get up, don't flop. Ball, hands it off to Renaud. Now Camardin. Camardin into the paint, steps back, fades. Oh boy, just so gifted. Petrovic again, fouled by Lorey. A long way from the basket. So he is going to take a seat, and anytime you take a player like that out of the game, you lose a little bit of quickness. Ball also goes out. So coming in Doumbia and De Souza. who wears number 3. Here's the drive and the finish. Oh no, it wasn't there. They stay with it, and France come up with a basketball. Nearly 7 minutes in, and it's tight. The defense, quick hands from Serbia. Now they're breaking. Petrovic thought about it and wisely hold it up. France hustle back on defense. And France force a turnover. Look out, here comes Doumbia, lays it up and in, just explosive. Just gets up at the rim, and now Kamardine with the steal. Well, one pass too many, not on the same page. So it's been an encouraging start for Serbia, but France have this explosive quality to their game. I feel like with Serbia, it's more opportunistic, making the right decisions on the passes and the shots. Here's one, and that was a long rebound chased down by Serbia, by Stefanovic. Here he is. Oh, what a block from Traore. Then the turnover, and you never want to throw the basketball under the opponent's basket like that. Cardinal sin. So the tip. So that was Doumbia's mistake. Dufayel comes into the game, wears 0, and at the free throw line is Saranovic, the big threat for this Serbia team. Takes his time, makes the first and the second. Well, definitely Serbia look like they're in this to win it. They're in it to win it. The way they've started so confidently here in the first half. Doumbia goes down. The follow, though, is good from Dufayel right off the bench. Dufayel, oh, look at Doumbia just forcing the turnover. Look at the defense. And from Saranovic as well. See if Serbia able to pick up their intensity a little bit on defense. Kamardine. He looks at his options. Here he is, exploding into the paint. Boy, how good is he? How good is he? He's very good. Good defense and forcing the turnover. Nope, Serbia stay with it and ultimately can't control it. It goes out of bounds. Chanak appealing for a kick. Watch this again, see if France kicks it. Well, maybe he's appealing for a trip. Maybe he was thinking that the Kamardine or one of the French players tripped up a Serbian player, but I didn't see it. I didn't see the ball kicked out of bounds. 1 minute to go in this opening frame, and France up by 5 points. Get the feeling this is a key stretch in the game here. Serbia have been giving as good as they've been getting, but suddenly France, with the wind in their sails, Kamardin missing. Now a chance for Serbia. Three-pointer. You can count it. Boy, that was huge. Huge sequence. Zimonjic with his first basket. Now Kamardin being guarded closely by Sharanovic. D'Souza missing from deep, and now Serbia can tie it or take the lead with a three. It was 19-14, and France had possession. Definitely a foul on Kamardin. Noah Belanga comes into the game, plays for Orléans. .4 seconds left. Let's see what Serbia tries to do. They're looking at the give and go. And in the end, they will take that every time. Brankovic, the big fella, spinning, turning. The only option he had was to take that shot and make it, which he did. We are all tied at the end of one. Impressive composure there by Serbia. They were under a little bit of pressure, and they come back to tie it at 19 at the end of one. Every quarterfinal has its own identity, and this one right now is about as close as it gets after one quarter. Three-pointer from Petrovic missing. Serbia rebound the miss, and they will go to the line with a chance to take the lead. Good heads-up play from Petjevic. D'Souza, Doumbia, Mianandi, Belanga, all on the court. Cassiana also on the court, number 93 for France. There he is, Cassiana, that does not make the shot. No, excuse me, that was Mianandi. And for Serbia, good patience. Missed the shot. They had it. Serbia passing the ball well. Got to launch it. Doesn't have much time. And another offensive rebound. And another missed opportunity for Serbia. Doumbia thought about taking it. It likes to bring it back out. Three-pointer from Doumbia. That's good. He's got real gravitas. He's got 4 points. In fact, that was a 2, not a 3, to tie it up. Now the drive and the foul has been called. It's going to send Matic to the line. Probably shouldn't say gravitas. I should say real presence. And getting a little bit of love from the rim. Serbia. Here's the turnaround, not there, they stay with it. Kasiyama battling away. So now he goes to the line. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the last quarterfinal, Turkey and Greece. Be played after this. Kasiyama plays for ESSM Le Portel. Misses it, gets it back, puts it up. Ends up being a three-point trip down the floor. Now some pressure full court. Can Serbia handle it? Oh, France almost getting their hands on it. Look at the Serbians, though, capitalize. Attacking the pressure, getting to the line. Free throws coming once again for the Serbian national team. Nikola Petijevic. Foul on Mianandi. Outside, and the three rattles out for D'Souza. Petrovic, that's short. And goes off of Petrovic as he tries to get the long rebound. So Brankovic back into the game with Renew in, and Serbia come up with a steal. Brankovic hit that shot right at the end of the quarter to tie it at 19. Here he is taking it from 3. Boy, he has got a sweet look. You know who he reminds me of? He's got a little bit of Pero Cameron in him. Kind of big, sweet touch. 3-pointer, and it goes in and out. Renaud thinks about it, then goes up with the left hand. So that foul will be called on France's number 43, or 43, Sconard, Maxime Sconard. So 3 free throws coming for Serbia after being hit on the 3-point attempt. So the best Sharanovic can do now is make 2 or 3, which he does, and takes it up to a 2-point lead. France have called timeout. Serbia leading at 29-27. France coming out of the timeout that they called. Ball batted away. And here comes Serbia quickly driving in for the dunk. What a play. Petijevic showing some hops. Serbia right now with their biggest lead of the game, 4 points. Kamadin and Traore coming back into the game. Here's a tough play. Good defense from Serbia. Brankovic doing a great job down low on both ends of the floor, showing that deft touch on this end of the floor. Luray knocks it away, but into the hands of Stefanovic, who knocks down the three-pointer, and Serbia growing in confidence. They lead France by 7. Good passing. Kamardine right off the bench, missing it off the back of the iron. And Stonard chases down the long rebound. Another miss. Points drying up for the French right now. And a little bit of a mismatch. A little bit of miscommunication. Reynaud thinking his teammate was going to be there. France being outscored by Serbia right now, 15-8 in this third quarter. And that's all because Serbia's really intelligent play. Running when they get a chance, coming up with key moments of steals, getting offensive rebounds, doing the little things. Good defense, three-pointer. So to stay at this end, Kamardine could not bring it down, but not used to seeing France in this type of situation. We talked about how they won really all of their games except against Poland convincingly. Or no, excuse me, it was all of their... Well, they did win all of their games convincingly. And there is the hammer time. Reynaud getting up and showing us what he's got. You're going to leave me? I'm just going to drive in a two-handed jam. Yeah, France have blown out all of their opponents. And it's going to stay at this end. Good extra effort there by Serbia. Brankovic, that little extra effort on the offensive glass. Petrovic back in the game. Three-pointer from Sharanovic. Nikola Sharanovic buries it. Stretches the advantage to 8. Biggest lead of the game for Serbia. Offensive foul on Traore. Well spotted by the Latvian referee. Yeah, he was moving all right. So Serbia certainly came into this game not as the favorites, but after a narrow win over Italy yesterday, have come out today executed the game plan to perfection, and they trail by just they lead by 8 points against France. So very impressively, Serbia establishing control in this second quarter. They've outscored France 18-10. And Brankovic missing it from deep. Remember his jumper right at the end of the first quarter tied the game at 19 and really kind of gave Serbia a little extra bounce in their step. But now France coming back. Renault catching it down low and ducking it. The second dunk, two-handed style, in the space of a minute. Good hands again, Renault knocking it away. Here comes the French. Ball holds it up. Gets it back to Camardin. Ball open for three. That's off. Traore goes up. It gets the rebound. Well, that's one of those situations where if he wants it, he's going to get it just because he's the superior athlete getting up, and that's what France have to do. They've got to play with the requisite fire and passion. Serbia have, I think, won that category today. So here comes France. Rhino really playing well here in crunch time, but misses this one. Crunch time in the late second quarter, that is. Oh, beautiful drive. Was that a handoff? Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a missed opportunity. Great D, though, hustling back by Serbia to come up with the steal. Now the entry pass. Let's go Nard with the foul. Look at that textbook bounce pass into the paint. And leads to 2 free throws for Serbia. So Šaranović misses the first, makes the second. So we are going to see Stefan Dabovic come back into the game. Brankovic takes the seat here at the end of the first half. Serbia leading by 7. And ball tickles the twine from three-point range. And Serbia just bullying their way down. Look at the great offensive rebound and put back. That was just hustle right there. Great effort. Šaranović with 10 points. Three-pointer, that was long, and offensive rebound. Offensive foul, crash on the boards. Traore. And this game is going the way that Serbia wanted, and that coach right there has got his work cut out for him at halftime. So Belic off target with the first. It's probably one thing Serbia haven't done great today. Haven't made all their free throws, but they've been good. They've been good enough. 10 of 14. Makes that one. Yeah, I guess any coach would settle for 11 of 15, 73.3%. Timeout on the court. So France trailing by 7 here. The final possession, perhaps. Trying to get a little bit of momentum to take to halftime. Kamardine. Shot clock down to 4. And ball banks it in. Wow. Serbia now going to call a timeout. Wow, the bank is open. Serbia with just 3.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. And they lose it. Dumba, he gets it off, but it's too late. So just a slight fumble there, and France at least win that last sequence. Serbia very impressive in that second quarter. They lead it 41-37 at halftime. Serbia is 6 of 17 inside the arc, 6 of 14 from deep, 11 of 15 at the line. Look at that. No hardly free throws at all to speak of for France. Just 1 of 2. Serbia out rebounding France. 1 more assist. Juranovic, not surprisingly, with 10 points. Brankovic has been really solid, as has Petrovic, but really everybody. Ball has 11 to lead the French. We'll be right back.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Second half action underway. France, Serbia. Serbia leading at 41-37 as we start the third quarter. France looking to solve this Serbia team, which has been, not surprisingly, very good, very competitive. And ball comes out, misses the jump shot. Stefanovic, Sranovic, Matic, Brankovic, and Petrovic on the court right now for Serbia. And a little runner gets the friendly roll. So Sedimir Matic with the 2 points. Beautiful play, and D'Souza floats in for the 2. Three-point shot is good from Matic. Oh, excuse me, that was Petrovic. Oh, nice passing by the French. French trying to get fired up. And Traore just takes it right away. Here comes D'Souza. Quickly up the floor, and he's fouled after contact by Matic. So they're going to check on D'Souza. You can see the referees telling the guys it's okay to be intense, excited, everything else, but sometimes you got to rein it in a little bit. Just good management. Both these teams are fired up. If you're not intense in a game like this, you're not going to have a chance. Quick pass down low and another layup for France. This time Maxime Renaud. They pull to within 3 points. Stefanovic. Matic drives in. Pass goes out of bounds. So that pass made by Petrovic. Looked like it was Matic, number 6, but anyway. Camardine, twist, turns, Renaud. Maxime Renaud able to get out the ball. Shot clock about to expire and ball loses control. As he was guarded by Sharanovic with the shot clock about to expire. Here it is again. Just lost his handle. Stefanovic brings it up the court. Brankovic has it. Petrovic misses everything. Traore with the rebound, but then fouls the Serbian when he swung his left arm. Watch this. He gets the rebound. That's what you call taking one for the team. Sharanovic. And they've called an unsportsmanlike foul. I think Sharanovic will gladly take a fist to the gut anytime if it means getting to the basketball, getting to the free throw line. So big play because Serbia will also retain possession. Huge moment in the game. Serbia go up 48-43 after the indiscipline of Traore. Pump fake. Camardine left his feet, committed the foul. So Matic now goes to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead back up to 7. And right now, this sequence with Traore looking like quite a pivotal moment in this game. Unsportsmanlike foul. Serbia answer with 4 free throws, and instead of with the chance to pull to within 3 or 2, France find themselves down by 7. There it is, and, well, you just got to keep playing, and really you got to respect the way that Maxime Renaud executes that offense, that bounce pass. Traore gets in for the layup. Oh, picking up the dribble, that was not a good idea, and good hustle back. Serbia get a 3 attempt, they miss it, and now a chance for France to get to within 3 or 2. Camardine fouled out on the perimeter by Sharanovic. It feels like if Serbia can just play smart basketball, they're going to have a great chance to win this basketball game because they are not flustered at all by this terrific, talented French team, although France, with De Souza driving right down the lane, has a chance for a three-point play. Terrific take. Definitely the most adversity that France have faced in this FIBA U20 European Championship. So France pulled to within 2 points. Kamardine trying to force the turnover in the backcourt. Serbia, big possession as they try to keep their noses in front. They launch a three, they miss a three. Kamardine now has it for France. Ball from deep. Long rebound to De Souza. So a break for France. De Souza again into the paint. This time hands it off. Another two-handed jam by Traore, and it's a tie game. Serbia calling the timeout. And you know that has to be especially sweet for that man right there after his unsportsmanlike foul. So Serbia have been really, really good today, but now they're being tested as France have come all the way back from 8 points down. Scan in the barcode for live stats and more. Get it in your smartphone right now. Just testing that it works, and sure enough it does. Some full court pressure. That'll take you straight to the FIBA U20 European Championship website when you scan in that barcode. Turkey and Greece coming up next. They'll face the winner of that game will face the winner of this game. Kamardine trying to closely guard the perimeter. Here's Brankovic behind the back pass. Three-point shot off the front of the cup. France with the alley-oop. Goodness gracious. Ooh la la. Boy, how many times have we seen that today? A little bit of French panache, a little bit of French flair. And now Serbia trailing by 2. How are they going to react? They've got to continue to execute. Brankovic not able to knock it down and going after the rebound. Kamardine. But excellent play. Good tenacious play by Mihailo Petrovic as he was going for the basketball as well. So Zemunjas checks into the game for Stefan Stefanovic. And it goes to Brankovic. He's a load back outside, and Petrovic, big time shot under pressure, even though it was wide open. Traore saves it before it goes out of bounds. There's D'Souza. Ball open, feet set, long, and Serbia now. Don't understand why France settled for the three when they've done so well with their passing, getting layups and dunks. Doumbia and Leray are going to come into the game. Good defense by Kamaldeen. He's going to come out. Also coming in for France will be Dufayel. So a new look for France here. Good defense, Doumbia. Brings it up the floor. Leray over to Dufayel. They pass it beautifully. Now down low. What a pass from Leray. It was almost as if they passed Serbia to sleep. The way they passed it around, they just forgot about Dufayel. And now Doumbia reaches in. Here comes Maxime on the break. Over to Leray for three. You cannot count it, but there was... Wow, France was there for the putback, but missed it. But Doumbia keeps possession. Ball. Having a ball. Look at the explosive move. Oh my goodness gracious. You cannot be serious. Look at that. What a reverse layup. Look at the hang time. Oh my goodness. Fabulous. The fabulous French. And Ball, quite possibly with the play of the game. And France now lead 56-52. Timeout Serbia. France right now on an 11-2 run, scanning the barcode to get you to this tournament website, and you have all the information you need. Remember, the winner of this game faces the winner of Greece against Turkey. The other semifinal will be Israel against Belgium. Belgium coming from 17 points down at halftime against Lithuania to stun the Baltic team and advance to the semifinals. Boy, you would think so many candidates in this French team to be in that All-Star 5 by the end of the tournament, but maybe none will if they don't beat this dogged, determined Serbia team, who right now is going to try to do something different. Brankovic comes out, and what a quality player. Once again, burying the baseline jump shot. Doumbia, his pass knocked away. Look at Serbia, they're off to the races. But then hustling back, Leray. Oh, what a play by Leray! He was on his back and he made an over-the-shoulder pass to save it. Here's Ball again, just made that incredible layup. Dufayel now. It's all about going wisely. Passes Doumbia. Shot clock about to expire. Doumbia off the front of the iron, and Ball with the offensive rebound, but misses with the putback. And Serbia can tie it or take the lead. But then France knock it away. Leray with the quick hands, and he's got some hops. Maybe not as much as he'd like, but I guess you'd qualify this as a dunk. This is a... Oh, he just kind of laid it over the rim with two hands. Three-pointer and a foul on the three-point shooter. The second time today, Serbia will go to the line to attempt 3 free throws. And again, it's all about getting a hand in the face without taking away the landing space. And once again, it's Sheratovic who knows how to get to the line. But that's a good call. So I would assume he's going to substitute Sheratovic out. Sheratovic has been to the line a lot today. Wow, can you believe it? He was 7 of 10. Now he's 7 of 11. 7 of 12. No, now he's 8 of 12. Reinforcements for both teams. 49.3 seconds remaining. Every possession priceless in a game like this. And Matic commits to foul in the back. Stefanovic commits to foul in the back. Commits to foul in the backcourt. Ray tried the quick handoff there. Dufiol, right place, right time. Gives it to Leray. Drives in again. 3-second violation. Six seconds differential in the game clock and shot clock. Oh, good hands. Dumbi almost off to the races. Doesn't get the steal. Now he is off to the races. The last 5 seconds and great defense from Serbia. And then Dufiol tripped up. And then France. Are they going to count it or is it after the buzzer? I think the referees might review this. Looks like it was after. And they may not even check. Well, much better for France in that third quarter, but they have not slammed the door shut on Serbia by any stretch of the imagination. France lead at 58-55. Well, the free throw disparity is dramatic. Just 2 of 3 for France. Fourth quarter action underway as Serbia push France to the limit. At least they hope to. Spelic, Petrojevic, Stefanovic, Matic, and Zimonjevic. And France come up with a steal. Dufiol, Doumbia, Leray, Mianandi, and Bolanga. for France. Into the corner. Doumbia. And a long three, not there for Belanga. Step back three. Now Leray for France, who is fouled. Simonic reaching to his face like he was hit by Leray, but the referees are not going to look at it. Good, powerful move from Mianandi. First bucket of the game. France coach showing a lot of faith in all of his players today, getting everybody minutes, and that's great to see. Nice pump fake. Oh, look at that. Belanga wasn't fooled at all. Nevertheless, Serbia able to get it back. And France's bench need to be careful. They don't remonstrate too much over there. As Belic, perhaps with a little bit of theatrics, trying to win the call for Serbia. And he did a good job, I have to say, because they've got possession. Entry pass. And missing the layup, but a foul called on the contested shot, which means Jedomir Matic will go to the line. That's a good call. Mianandi with the foul. Matic with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Make it 6 points. And Serbia continue to shoot free throws well. They're 18 of 24. France just 2 of 3 at the line. He makes both. And once again, a 3-point game. Matic had 7 points. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is 6. Anyway, here's the drive, and the basket is good. Leray telling his opponent to get up. Well, that was no attempt at a flop by Stefanovic. He just kind of fell down. It wasn't like he was diving or anything. Five-point lead once again for France. Here in the Under-20 European Championship, the winner will face the winner of Greece-Turkey in the next game. That'll be for the semifinal. Here's Leray, careless pass, rare mistake for Serbia, and France are all over it like white on rice, as their lead goes now to 64-57. Jump shot is good. Three-pointer, boy, that was huge shot from Zemonic. Right idea, but good hands from Serbia, forcing the turnover, and now almost a steal. Serbia will maintain possession. Coach, I don't think entirely happy with the execution on offense. I know, maybe it's about his defensive positioning. Belanga. Look at Leray. Boy, he is ball hawking. The drive, and Serbia stay with it. No, they can't get it to go. And Sharanovic walks the other way after being whistled for the foul. You reach like that, you're gonna, you're usually gonna be whistled for the foul. Doesn't mean he shouldn't reach. He's trying to get the turnover in the backcourt, but he was indeed whistled for the foul. Here's Larray. He's been really good in this fourth quarter. Larray. Oh boy, skip did he do? How do you do? Doumbia for three. That is huge for France. I mean, France really were out of sync in the second quarter, and to see this second half performance for them bodes well for their prospects. Serbia under the cosh and fouled. Dufayol definitely getting contact on that shot. Yeah, got him on the hand and picks up his second foul. Belic. One thing you know about the Serbian players is they will definitely know how to get to the line. I mean, there's definitely contact, but they want to make sure the referee calls it. So you get sometimes that exaggerated movement like Belic just gave, but he does miss the first attempt. He makes the second. Look out, Doumbia just took a three, made it. Here's Larray. Quick pass down into the paint, and how about that? Mianandi scores, and you'd never know that France were in trouble in this game. But full credit to them. They have turned things around in this second half. Now the deep three, good! Well, Sharanovic, he's not going to go quietly, that's for sure. He's got 16 points. Larray. And again, another opportunity for Serbia. They're still in it if they can get that execution that they had. Here we go. Into Brankovic. His pass to the corner. Belic takes the bump over to Brankovic. He's automatic. He's not going to miss. Serbia taking their time on offense. And do not be surprised if some of the starters get off the bench during this timeout for France and get back in the game. Well, the way France have played in the second half, you got to give credit to Serbia for staying in there, maintaining their poise, their composure, because a lot of teams would have been run out of the gym by now, but not Serbia. They're still right there, only down by 3 points. And as expected, starters back in the game. Here's ball, a high arcing three. Not sure that's the shot you want. And that, you know, France have been so successful running their plays, passing, getting it to the high post, passing to the cutter. And to just settle for a three like that has to be disappointing for the coach. Here's the drive and the rejection by Duffiol. Actually, it was from Leray. Excellent work. Leray having himself quite a game. Šaranović back to the basket, outside to Branković. He's automatic. No, not this time. I thought he was. I'll tell you what, though, he might be their best option down the stretch because he has hit a lot of big shots today. Kamardine. Great job, Branković, breaking up the play, but France retained possession. Leray to the corner. Kamardine for three. You can count it. Unbelievable. Took his time, made sure his feet were behind the arc. Three-pointer and back to a 6-point game. Under 4 minutes now remaining. Still plenty of time for Serbia. What do they want? Do they want to get something going to the basket? Are they going to try to run off a screen, perhaps? Well, great penetration, a dish. And Branković scores. And France don't need to be any hurry here. They're up by 4. Now Šaranović with the assist on that last bucket. Not surprisingly having another terrific game, Šaranović, but the foul has been called, and it is on Šaranović. Here's ball. He's not going to be tempted to let that one go. Terrific effort on the boards from France, but Kamardine just kind of lackadaisically put up a putback attempt. I think if he had just kind of collected the, his balance, he could have gone up and dunked it. There's Branković. Look at him go behind the back. Look at the big fella go. He just is exceptional, his skills. Oh, and he absolutely takes the hammer from number 42, Renaud. Love this guy, Branković. He can shoot it, he can handle the ball, he's a great passer. This guy has got a big future. Here he is at the free throw line. And takes his time and makes the free throw. 14 points for him. Just one of two, however. Renaud hands it off to Leray. France want to run whenever possible, but they've got to execute in the half court. And they can't be concerned about the clock. Oh, the pass. Oh boy, how about that sweet shot from Ball. First time he's taken a shot driving to the basket in some time. He's got 17 points. Remember, he had that incredible reverse layup. Driving, and Traore with the block from behind. Looks like Ball maybe got some Traore. Oh boy, Ball taking one for the team there. Šaranović. Look at this. A lot of proud mamas and papas up there in the stands for the French, cheering on their team. This has just been an all-out, at times, slugfest, this under-20 European Championship. If you're not ready to bring the physicality, you may as well not show up because it's going to be physical. I like how the referees are letting them play. 2:08 remaining. Big possession for Serbia. Šaranović steps in, takes the 2. That's good. Boy, he is big time, isn't he? 18 points. Execution is coming now to a premium for both teams. And look at that ball. And not for the first time today, he kind of lost control of it. I don't know if he's trying to catch it with his feet behind the arc so he can get a 3, but you got to catch the basketball. And now Serbia can tie it with a 3. Goodness me, the prospect of overtime. Can you imagine that? It could very well happen. Petrovic. Over to Šaranović. They get the ball out of his hands. Belic. I don't think he tried to bank it in. He almost did. And good effort on the offensive glass. 7 on the shot clock. Look out, Petrovic steps into a 3. And Traore has to be careful rebounding. Remember, it was after a rebound when he got the unsportsmanlike foul. And almost put Serbia on the road to victory. Well, maybe that's too harsh. Here comes Lorraine. The alley-oop. Traore with the layup. He runs over to his teammates. France go back up by 5. This guy is exquisite with his passing, driving to the basket. He knows exactly what to do with the basketball. Well, while we have a moment, in terms of foul trouble, only a couple of Serbian players with 3 fouls, Stefan Stefanovic and Nikola Šaranović. So obviously that's one that you don't want to lose. And for France, Camardine, Reynaud, Traore, all have 3 fouls. France, again, and this isn't anybody's fault. This is just an observation. They are just 2 of 3 at the free throw line. So it's the way they play, and compared to 20 of 28 at the free throw line for Serbia. So still a minute and 1 second remaining. Still time for Serbia. But again, execution comes at a premium right now. Coming out of the timeout, Petrovic, Brankovic, fakes the 3, drives in, absorbs the contact, not there, stays with it, able to knock it over to his teammate. Petrovic loses it. Now Lorraine not in any rush, and he is fouled in the backcourt. So that is Šaranovic's 4th foul, and he puts Lorraine on the line. Looks like Brankovic, when he didn't have success on that last attempt, he passed it to Zimonjic, and looked like Serbia might get something out of it, but did not. So France, when they do get a chance to go to the free throw line, they miss. And that's exactly what Serbia were hoping for, committing that foul without any time going off the clock. So 6-point Šaranović. Lorraine spins, avoids the foul, hands it off the ball, and he is eventually fouled. Zimonjic with the foul. Serbia will be disappointed if they don't win this game, if only because they went up by 8 points and seem to be maybe not in control, but seem to be in good shape. That was in the second half. That was after the, well, I think it was after the Traore unsportsmanlike foul. But, give France credit. They have really dug in. The only thing is now they're leaving the door open by missing free throws. If he just makes one of these 2 free throws, it becomes a 3-possession game effectively. And he does. 78-71. Petrovic. Leray forces the turnover. Nobody's going to catch him. He drives in, and France go up 80-71. Nice handoff, and the dunk by Sharatovic. Last 9 seconds. Playing keep away. Brankovic is going to help up Kamardine. Brankovic called for the unsportsmanlike foul. Well, they can review it. Well, even though this isn't going the way that Brankovic and Serbia wanted, I mean, you can only be impressed by how well he's played for the majority of this game. And the reality is they played a very good French team that was able to overcome some adversity. Here's Brankovic. It wasn't a brutal unsportsmanlike. He did kind of step in front of Kamardine. So they are looking at it right now. Are they going to call an unsportsmanlike on Brankovic? Well, they have already called it. Are they going to see something that makes them think like it's not? I mean, it looks to me like Kamardine is making something out of nothing there. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a foul. I think they're going to wave it off, but let's see. Maybe they're saying it's not a basketball play. Yeah, it looks like maybe Brankovic caught Kamardine in the chin with his hand, with his right hand. So it's, I mean, the referee, they called it immediately, and they've confirmed it with a look at the replay. So Kamardine makes the first. "12 points for him, along with 6 assists, 18 for Ball, 11 for Renault. And France are going to be moving on to the semifinals, and I guess the coaches will hang around and watch the next game between Turkey and Greece. Well, he certainly wasn't going to dunk it while there's still time on the clock, Traore, but he took the chance to dunk it at the end. And now the coach is having a little bit of an exchange there at the end about something. It was intense. France win it 82-73, and you would hope that cooler heads would prevail here at the end of a very intense game. France 26 of 42 inside the arc, 8 of 25 from deep, 6 of 9 at the line. Most of those free throws coming late. Serbia 20 of 28 from deep. And, well, these players will know each other from past battles, and I'm sure that they're going to square off again in the future, because they're right at the beginnings of some spectacular careers. Just a great overall game from Sharanovic, 20 points. Just the effort level from Serbia and the way they really worked their way through this game was impressive. But ultimately, you got to credit France, because it wasn't just their tremendous athleticism. They showed great spirit, and collectively, mentally, you know, they really adapted to the coach's game plan, especially in the second half. They really turned things around. And we saw the players really get it together when they had to. And it took a full 40-minute effort for France to win this game, because Serbia were right there. They just didn't have quite enough. So France win it 82-73, and they will take on the winner of the next game, Greece and Turkey. The two winners of these two games, France against the winner of the next game, will meet in the semifinals in 2 days. So once again, we've had 3 quarterfinals today. Israel winning convincingly in the first game of the day against Germany. We saw Belgium storm back from a 17-point deficit to stun Lithuania. And now we've seen France weather the storm against a very, very good and determined Serbia team. France winning it 82-73 to advance to the semifinals. And again, one more game to go here in Heraklion. It'll be Turkey and Greece coming up next. So Adama Alpha Ball with 18 points to lead France. 12 for Camardine. France win it.